Good morning, hello, and welcome back to the garden. I've just fallen over the bottom step. The chickens have missed you. It's been a very long while since I've made a video. Very long, I think it was in February. But we have come to the opinion that my phone hates my laptop hates my phone, and I hate the pair of them. So, plus I've always wanted the garden to look its best, which, as a lot of people know, isn't possible. So I decided to do what I must. I have ADHD, and sometimes weeks go by without me visiting the garden, which is terrible. I mean, this is looking tidy because my sisters came down. I must admit I tidied it after they'd been. But it was either a clean house or a clean garden. But down here is a bit mucky. So this is me. Oh. Silly cat. Now, hanging baskets are looking a bit thirsty. They're also looking a bit drab because I sort of forget they need watering after midsummer. We've got some growth and some weeds. I mean, this is there are some strawberries in there, but that's not looking too bad. Now these need watering. This is sort of what I thought that they would look like. And this is what happens about this time of year. Oh, I've pulled the onions though. Everything starts to look a right mess because I get caught out in the rain and things just get either thrown in or... So over this week I'm going to be doing a bit of tidying up, but those peppers are doing really well. I just need to come and give them a water. We have had blight on the tomatoes. I've cut the leaves back. From what I've been saying to people and friends, right there we are. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. And it then starts to affect the tomatoes. Yeah, I'm going to take these down today. We'll have some nice tomatoes, and what I'll do is I will pick those that I do have. These are looking good. And then I can either put them in... Ew, then again. No, I think that was just moist. And then I can either put them in chutneys or stuff. But this is what I want to talk about. You know, I've harvested some cabbages, but I've left that one. And this is supposed to be broccoli. So that's under a net, and again, these are weeds. So I want to show you, whether you have ADHD or not, that stuff happens. There's some sweet corn amongst all that lot. This is a new bed I've put in this year, so it's not been under no dig rules, but it won't take long. It won't take long at all. You know, it's only human. Not every single garden looks perfect. I left these beans. I mean, these probably haven't helped with the blight, but I left these for the seeds to... What are you doing? For the seeds to mature. So I shall cut them open, see what they're like, throw whatever. So, but again, whenever you see the gardeners, they always seem to be doing it perfectly. Well, the ones I follow do. And I just want to show you that it doesn't have to be like that. You need to enjoy it. And that's the best thing. I enjoy gardening. And I try not to upset myself when things go wrong, or I don't keep up with the deadheading, or things die back. I mean, yes, these will also need a damn good watering. These are overwintering cabbages and cauliflowers, but they also need repotting, so I shall give them a water. There we go. And then there's that path that needs finishing off. There's loads. This made me smile. These are enormous. I mean, there must be, what, 8 foot? 7, 8 foot tall? And great big cobs. But the thing is, inside these are mini pop. So these are the tiny little ones you get for salads and things. But they're so big. Rather spectacular. What you doing? What you doing? The carrots have done awfully well. I am really pleased with this variety. It's called Resistor Fly, and I haven't thinned them out, but you get fighting away. You get some really, I don't know if you can see it down there. You get big carrots and you get small carrots, but they still, you still get decent carrots. Cool. And these, yes, these was a sort of experiment to see if my cucumbers would grow, and they do. So I've got, well, they're not supposed to be cucumbers, they're supposed to be pickles. Hello, you nosy. So, yeah. But this is the thing. Garden is what you want from it. And, you shouldn't put pressure on yourself for it to be perfect all the time. If you're happy with a window box, then that's fine. But I will sort of show you the ADHD Gardener and how I try and recover plants for being forgotten to be watered about, and the sort of things you need to remember in the month. Or if you forget to do those things in the month, it's alright. But yes, I'm very pleased with those onions. I've got more at the allotment. Yeah, I'm not going to show you inside the shed, it's even worse. But this is where we stand at the moment, here at the garden. What are you doing, you loony? Don't you bite me, don't you bite me, don't you bite me. Oh yes, we have kittens. I don't know if we had them. Mad cat. But yes, so this is the garden, this is how it looks, and this is where we're starting from. I'd like to have a video out a week, but ADHD and all that lot, we'll try. Right, wander back. Well, this is my special place. I love my conservatory. I spend a lot of time in here. And we do have... excuse me, I just move those out of the way. Like I say, don't expect everything to be perfect. The sun's a bit bright on them at the moment, but we have various succulents. This is my favourite. I'll talk about her at length. Well, the two of them, I've got another one on behind me. Talk about these at length because I've never managed to get these looking as beautiful as this. But I decided to go a different way again, and it works for me. This is the thing. All these plants are basically, there we are, this is the other one. This is Nanook. I can't remember the. I'm terrible at plant names. I buy them because they're pretty. So they're the same sort of plant, just different varieties. This is my orchid, still doing really well. Just stopped flowering. She has 4 flowers on her recently. Steve, unfortunately, has to have been repotted because he does. Yeah, he gets very big. And if you noticed, this jade plant here has been cut back because when Steve was at his biggest, he fell on her. This is actually some Siamese basil that I've brought in because it smells lovely. Oh. But yes, so I tend to grow plants that if I forget to water them won't necessarily die, because that's what I'm most likely to do. I've got some nice ones. I finally got some living stones. These are awesome. I'm not 100% sure where I want to put them at the moment. They look a bit crowded. I might be brave and repot them. I've got some nice old bonsai pots that have trees in. I think that would look nice in one of those. There are lots of things that need repotting, but I do have to work myself up to repot all these. That's a lovely one. That one's called Pink Witch. Oh, I've got some new ones on the way as well. I unfortunately found out you could buy them on Etsy, which is wrong. And I have a lot of leaf cuttings and stem cuttings up here for various things, for my moonstones. This is my variegated jade tree. This is the crinkled leaf succulent that's doing really well behind us. Oh goodness, another Christmas cactus, the other jade tree. Now we've got a couple of, I think, bunny ears cactus in there. And then there are some cuttings up, stem cuttings up there waiting to dry out so I can pot them on, and then some more cuttings. So yeah, but yes, I do love being in here. And I've got a new cage, got this from IKEA, and I think I'm going to put that upstairs in my bedroom. But yes, it is my favourite place. Things will come and go. I do love it in here. But again, it's set up for me because yes, I will forget to water things. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to find your own system. I mean, I can give you clues as to how I do mine. New decking, look at that, beautiful. But yeah, we'll go through it together.